All right, guys. Tn.Vet here. Um, I am going to attempt a spacing land. But anyway, it's going to be more like planet with planet in the background, some lights, um, stars. But instead of doing an ocean, I think I want to try for a volcano. So, sorry about the audio in the last video. Hopefully, this is a whole lot better. I tried my best to boost the audio. I got a external microphone hooked up, so this should definitely, it's a lot closer to my face than the video cam, webcam. Um, Hopefully this will help. And the reason I'm doing these videos is I think everybody needs an outlet, and I had some issues from when I was in the service, so painting and drawing and that kind of thing really helped me. Um, I have a lot of hand tremors, so I can't sketch and draw like as good as I used to because I shake so bad. You will see me use a brush with some spray paint for like mountains and the backgrounds and stuff, but it's not critical. Um, I have used cardboard to do it, but to to do the textures for the mountains or my fingers, but I try to keep as much paint off my hand as possible. And it I shake so bad with those, but you'll see me do shading with it. So the tools that I'll be using are just basic cardboard. I have, for clouds, you tear your cardboard out. Um, and this is stuff that just came with the canvases. You'll see a lot of trash being used as tools, and then I use them and throw them away once I can't use them anymore. But anyway, with that being said, let's see. How big of a planet do we want to have in the background? Usually for moons and stuff, I do this. Some of the cats. I really feel like this needs to be. I think we're going to go bigger, and then I feel like I'm going to paint. And then this helps block if I don't want to get paint anywhere. Let's see about this. Um, what do you think? Start with a big mountain or a big planet. Maybe some uh, some stars, some kind of lighting for the back that needs to pop. I don't know. I usually sell this size canvas when I'm done, and on any of these that turn out okay. The only reason I do that is because it just helps me buy more material to keep doing it. Because for me, this is like tricky. So, but anyways, back to the artwork. I want to say, yeah, I'm gonna hit this. It's thunder black. It's white. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a little quick. This is gonna give us our outline for our planet. Okay, now I definitely am feeling I want this planet to pop. This is gonna be reds, obviously and blacks and darks. I really want this to pop. I want to add some color to it. Because if it's a volcanic planet, it it's not gonna have it's gonna have some detail, but it's not really gonna stand out with the black sky in there. So, feeling we're gonna do some purple. I'm getting a little bit of splatter there. I should shut the can better. But we're just beginning, so it's okay. Happy little trees, right? Mhm. Okay, so now we got this purple. What color? I like doing red with purple, but I'm doing a red planet, so that's out of the question. Hmm, I'll tell you what. What if we did? What if we did some blue, a bit blue, and then let's add some color to it. I want to add some yellow, and I think that's going to be give us some really good. You have to get that in there thick. Highlight. I'm gonna add a little bit of white, and then of course I'm gonna bump it. I think it's a little black. It's totally random. Looks like a big wad of nothing, don't it? All right, now get our secret weapon. And sorry, walk over to the side here. I should keep these should keep them closer, I guess. But basically, it's just a piece of paper. And I don't know that it's no tutorial by no means. I'm not an expert. I'm just trying to explain the process that I use. Um, that thing up. And then oh. Let's wet the paint a little bit. Uh, Got messed up, didn't I? Where are you, Mr. Clear Coat? It's just been drying for a minute. It's clear. Here we go. So I'm gonna give it a quick mist to help wetting it back up. And I'll give it a bit of that. Let's give it a little bit more over here. One yellow in the middle. I feel like it's it's a little bit. There we go. And we'll see how that turns out. Set that over to the side. Try not to get so much paint. Give you guys a view of what we got. And I'll try to do this as I go. I can do it without making a mess. But so it doesn't look like much. And how do I want to shade this in? Let's get a little white. And I feel like to me the shading is probably one of the most important parts. But let's okay. Then we're gonna do some black. We want to shade the back side too here. So what's really gonna be careful. I don't like to go too much. Go ahead and put in part of the sky. Careful, don't get much overspray over the planet. But yeah, I'm feeling that. Um, I don't want too much with the shading. You know what? I'm feeling this, but think I'm doing more like right there. So excuse the noise for a second here. I need to get behind here for this thing and really a better setup area. But I'm in the house. I can't, and set this thing on fire out here. So, and I really don't like the idea of doing that and then my paint's catching fire and whatnot. It does add a crackle, but I don't know. That's just me. That's how you. The old hair dryer helped. I got some splatter right here. So I'm going to, wrong one. Um, got some stars on there. Take that back out. Okay. One more time. Yeah, sorry about that. I'll try not to do it too much, but I don't want it to stick. I'll show you guys before I cover this thing. So you can already start to see the planet there starting to form. Let's see. Try to get it where it's not claw, square. Kind of hard to do, but okay. Now, very carefully, going to find our. Page. It'll feel like that's a little bigger than I want. See? But you know what? We're going to roll with it. We're going to roll with it. Um, shit. Mm, go right there. Is that going to cover enough? Oh, no, it's not. All right. I think this is smaller. How about that right there? We're just going to do that. We're going to call that. We're going to cover that up and we're going to leave that there. All right. Oh, time for a new can of black. I have. Here. I'll just use that can to brush out of. I'm going to set it just uh, we'll get us a new can going. If you start trying to do this kind of artwork, you're going to go through a lot of black. A lot. Promise you. Let's hit this back here. Get rid of that inside there. Oh, and I am by no means, I'm gonna leave that lid on it so I know which one's the new one. An expert at this at all. Um, but okay. Now, the planet is gonna flop on this. I feel. We need some kind of galaxy in the back, and normally I like to use reds for that, but since we're doing red planet. Hmm. And we did purple. How about we do little bit of first of yellow and quick first of white. I know that doesn't look much like for now. And sometimes I'll texture like some of the other videos. The first one I uploaded, which the sound was crap. But anyways, so we're gonna let that set. Now, what kind of this is where it's gonna get tough. Um, I'm gonna dry this and I'm gonna get some stars on it, and I'm gonna go ahead and reveal the planet so I can get a sense of where I want to go from here. Like I say, I'm no expert by any means, so and then I can touch up anything where I messed up. And normally I do two or three of these, and I'll set this to the side, and I'll start another one and let it completely dry. But since I'm doing a painting per video, I'm gonna try keep doing it this way. I need the practice anyways, for sure. All right, so you ready? Oh, come on, baby. Okay. Let's see, she's stuck a little bit back there, but that's okay. That's okay. Happy little trees, happy little tree, happy little planet. Now, other things I want to do, I'm gonna touch up. We really want this planet pop a little bit. Yeah, I like to go ahead and get some spray detail, and I probably should have went a little brighter. But I feel like it's gonna be okay. Let's see what you guys think here. Not near as talented as some of the people on here, but give it my. Well, let's see. Here we go. No, I gotta set the camera back. Yes. I like to give it my best effort. Um, besides, this is therapy for me. I'm gonna do it regardless. I recently got brave enough to try to sell a few of them. It gives me more money for canvas and spray paint. Nothing's cheap anymore, that's for sure. Okay, feel like mm, mm, mm. Um, hang on just a second. I should have already had it, but you know what? Did it like this. We got this. We've got this. We're gonna start paint in my little paint pot bowl. I don't know if I should have started using this mobile because this is one of the ones that I definitely got. Uh, used to use for planets a lot. It's a good size. All right, so let's see if we can get this thing really pop. And I don't know that I'm thinking I could do the highlights in a lighter red. And that's what I'm hoping for. So we're going to see what happens. We're going to come up to about right here. Like I said, I shake, but luckily it doesn't matter so much with the mountains because nature, nor anything in nature, is perfect. So that is a lot more forgiving for me. Oh, and these are going to blend in. I mean, really, going to be slightly darker than the sky, but that's okay. So the giant cans of the Rust-Oleum, I believe is what it is. Those things, I thought, well, there's a ton of paint in them. They'll really last for doing. Um, but that speed tip in that thing, I don't see how you could even paint like a lawnmower or anything with it because it's just way, way too fast. Okay, so all right, here's what we're gonna do. Fortunately, we're gonna dry this thing again. Oh, let me grab the hair dryer again. Sorry, there'll be a few of these because before I get into too much detail, I think I don't really like that corner there. But here's what we're gonna do. I'll give it a little bit of stars. I should have done this before I did this. If you do it, I would definitely recommend it. See, I definitely got it. But hey, sorry. That's why I did not start doing any details on okay, there. Of the mouth ranges or anything yet. Now, one of the issues that I want something into, believe it or not, is I'm slightly colorblind. Didn't learn that until I went in service. I just didn't. But also, when I was a kid, a lot of the crayons look the same in the different shades. I'm not like black and white or anything like that, but the colors don't pop quite as much. I can tell purple and purple, like between purple and violet, and I can see darker and lighter, but a lot of the shades, I guess, they're so close that I just can't tell. But yeah, so I'm trying to quit dipping, so uh, get those cinnamon candy here. I don't want you getting to these things. All right. So now that we got that, and I thought because people are kind enough that when I set up, I sell at the flea market. But when I set up, people are kind enough to excuse me, to purchase these things. And it keeps me going. So I thought that somebody might enjoy seeing how it was painted. I enjoy it. I love people, talking to people. Gets me out of my shell. I, anything to stay focused away from sins of the past, I guess you would say. Um, uh, Fortunately, uh, well, some videos about painting, not the others. Maybe I'll do a video eventually, if enough people requested. But I hope that if you're out there and you have PTSD or other stress or drama or um, depression, that hopefully um, this will inspire you to do some things to try to channel it a little better. Unfortunately, I can't drive or do a lot of the things very well because in large cities and stuff, I panic attacks. So um, anyway, right back to the video though. But let's do some highlights. I've strayed way too far, of course. Anyway, all right. So get our other little highlight plate here. Normally I use white. What I'm feeling that was a little more yellow than I really wanted it to be. I'm going to try with it. And that is not going to stand out. Okay. Okay. I'm going to highlight edges of this because we don't really want a lot. It's supposed to be shading it out. Oh, shit. See? This is why. Luckily, since I shake so much, and also just kind of man this back with the brush a little bit. Gonna extend this amount out right here. Do you think? Um, oh, that over there, don't look red on a black. Now we'll get out here. And, a little heavier with it. Gonna go full out here on a shade and heavy fish handed. Uh-uh. Oh well. No, I don't know. I've really done this. Yeah. Not like this. I'm doing a lot of the earth things, but so it's basically what we have. Try to get you guys a little bit better view so far. So we got the sky and a little solar system light gas behind it, and then we're shaded with some red. Um, Now, what we want to do, we want some mist, we want some fog, but this is the gas plant. So I'm thinking light is going to be wrong, so might add a little bit. Hopefully, that wasn't the wrong thing to do, but add a little bit. And then I want the up close technique to be slightly different, closer than the back, but the front is just going to be probably brushed in. And I'm looking for that black. Yeah, yeah, you're it. I don't see shading for sure. And this don't have to be perfect. So, now how are we going to get this textured? Paper, paper, paper. So, okay, we're going to try first. I'm going to try to add in this texture. I don't like the looks of that, so we're adding a little clear coat. I don't like the looks of that. Kids upstairs, I guess, pretending to be playing. I don't know if you can hear them on the camera or not, but they're on a little mini vacation here. We homeschool and we do it throughout. My wife does. She does it throughout the year. So, um, throughout the year. So, tell you what, let's go with the tried and true. For me, feel like really want to get this like a rock texture. So I'm gonna do my little white and a little bit of black, I believe. Hopefully that don't make it too dark, but a little red mixed in. And we're gonna get this a little more. Let's add a little more black, a little bit more red, and a little bit more white. Yeah, there it is. Get this thing really saturated here. And we're gonna try just randomly lines here. We're gonna see how this turns out, but all right, now I got this little edge going here. So I definitely hey, y'all settle down. Sorry. Okay, it's kind of like that. And then looks like a big glob right now. That's the second. Anyway, sorry about that. I will have to anyway. I'm getting a little rambunctious since it's raining out there. So um, don't really necessarily let's get this trying to work this texture. I'm gonna go with this bag this time. I feel like that's a little better. It's kind of tough to do right here, but try that. I'm gonna lay some light onto it. And there. All right. So now let's add some white top. I had to set the top down a little bit. They're getting it sucks when you're a kid and it's not it sucks when you're a kid and it's raining and you can't get out. But so too much detail here. Just enough to, I think. Now, let's say I am no expert, but just enough to be able to tell, hey, this is a rock. You know what I mean? It's a little wider than I want it to be right there. We can roll this over and get some off of this side. Get a little bit of texture down there. That's a little better. All right. Feeling like right here. Let me show you guys where I'm at here. So, got the planet, sky, the back mountain, and the front. But we don't want. I don't feel like we want a lot of huge detail right there. We want enough where it's gonna pop, but let me slide this up where you guys can see. That might have a lot too, I guess. Go ahead and grab this because I'm gonna need this thing right in a minute to do the water. Okay. Well, not water, lava. So let's go ahead and get our little trowel thing here. Cut this lava in. Now, I'm really feeling that it needs to be a little lighter than the rest. All right. But it also needs a couple of dark highlights in it. So we're going to go with a little dark. Then let's do a little orange. And I'm probably going to do a little bit of a white in it. Okay. As you guys can see, well, let me get it right here. So you guys can see that is currently what we have. It doesn't look like much, but once you get our handy dandy cardboard, and I fold it over so it doesn't cut. You see, this is the canvas. Whoever makes these, I would gladly, if you guys would send me some, I would definitely appreciate it, and I would sure push your product because this is what I use. I use them, to be honest. They're reasonable, and they're probably not the best, but I use them. And I do like canvas better than poster board. I did start with poster board, and I still practice on poster board, but like I say, I try to. I do sell these, so I feel like canvas for me is really what, and then I don't sell them for very much. Not for like what some, but hey, there's a lot of people way better than me. Okay, so I've talked long enough. Let's go back. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna hit it with a clear again. I set for a second. Take this thing over, ran. Means does it have to be perfect? Oh, let's add a little more light. There it is. I'm thinking, get a little sliders on here. I don't know what I actually meant to do, but okay. And then I'm gonna clear it again. quick like because I don't want sticky on me. Now I feel that that's better. I feel that's better. Just one more spot. Oh, going. Okay. So now I'm trying to decide because I want it to kind of look like it's bursting up. So I'm thinking, really don't know how this thing sprays because I've never done this with this one. I'm get a little bit of a mist. Ooh, definitely don't want none of that running off and dripping. Always check the other side. Shit, I missed. Did you see that? That is an issue. So hopefully we can, thin that down just a little bit. Damn, that is an issue. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna hit it. I can't believe I did that. But hey, look, you guys get to see some of the things that goes wrong when you do this kind of stuff. Splash. That's black. Okay. We can do. Go back in. Touch up. I need some more clear. Click. You know what? That is not going to look right if we don't put some red on it and blend it just ever so slightly. Oh, trying to get that color back close. As we now, gotta go through the whole process again of highlighting crap. And we've got a mess. But we're not giving up. No, no. We're gonna get this stuff, gonna get it back. So just remember that, guys. This is gonna happen. Okay. Um, it sucks and it's aggravating when it does and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna show you guys how to fix this. I know a lot of guys who do, or ladies and guys who do this on YouTube. You don't see the mistakes that happen. and whatnot, and you just don't get to see all that. This is going to happen a whole heck of a lot. Okay, so now, sucks when it happens. I'm gonna flip this thing, okay? And I grabbed the wrong can of wax. That is exactly what happened because this one is more full. I'm gonna put this up. I'm gonna give it a fog. Okay. Now, still kind of got that. Yep. Just gotta work it. Um, and there's probably people out there that say are way better than me that would know exactly what to do in this situation. But I just start working on it until I get it right. That is all you can hope for. And that's where I don't touch on this log. Okay. Now, I have to fix up there. It's clear. Quick. Okay. I've got our line cut back across. Yep, yep, yep. And this is not going to turn out like it did the first time. But that's okay. I'm just going to start right here. Try to deaden some of those lines that I cut in. And somebody watching this that really knows is probably like, oh my God, what is he doing? But I am a beginner and let's try. We got a big mess of paint here, so let's get this thing dry. Sorry, guys. Like I say, this is aggravating at times, and it's a learning experience. I've not really done. Just recently started doing like the beach scenes and whatnot. And you should have seen some of my earlier stuff. Um, let's just do this. That's all right. We're gonna do the best we can to save this piece. You know what I mean? I still can't believe that I did that. Grab some of this. Okay, now, take a little bit of why look at this pretty. Well, man. Come on, Critters. Yeah, touch up. Looks like I'm good, Davin. Trying to get some of that texture back. Now, I am looking for wow, one of the first videos I could do, huh? Should I share this one? That is a question, ain't it? Come on. Mm-mm. You ever have one of them things that you do? It just kind of startly goes downhill. Crap. That is that moment to get some texture, some continuity going here. There we go. But don't. It's gonna look like a wadded up mess. I can't lie. It does. Part of it does, but Anyway, well, I salvaged it somewhat. I guys think, eh, not to the bottom. You know it. Said I do this to relieve stress. Find it hard to believe, huh? Not always. Not always. But let's take my focus. All right. Nobody's perfect. Mistakes are made. We're going to do a volcanic rocks here. Okay. So I'm going to do like, yeah, like some boulder sized. Um, odd shaped here. And just go random and run overthink it if I don't. There we go. Now, let's hit this thing with a dryer one more time. Oh, and I've got to practice my trees, but I'm not doing it. Having a lot of issues here. Okay, let's do. Oop, sorry about that. Knocked the mic over. Got way too much stuff. Here, all that. Hopefully, hopefully that's better. All right. Now let's start. I'm gonna start with some white. It's just the station white. All right. Got snoot full. I should be wearing a mask, but there's no way that I'd be able to talk. So I can build it much random. Okay. I ran up the line a little bit. So there we go. I'm good with the black and whites. It's the colors that get me. Now let's try to add A little bit of red shading in here. Not necessarily know if I like that. Yeah. Or color. And some of this. Do a little bit of well, heavy in a couple places. But what we can do, we can touch those a little bit. Make it a little less. I think nature is random, so it is forgiving unless you're stuck in the wild, and then it is less forgiving. And holy crap. That one was rough. That one was rough. Let's wanna hit the clear coat. And don't necessarily like how part of it turned out. You know what I could do? Oh, I don't want to do this. Don't like the see the white. I'm not a fan of how bright that is. So part of me is feeling like you're not turning it sideways so you hopefully can see it. Okay. If I come along and I just hit like a quick black, could I deaden that down, or am I going to open up a can of worms to not finish it? But let's go for it. We're gonna go quick. No, I can live with that. It just felt like too much, and somebody may be looking at it differently than me, but I said a little more clear on that. To right in that one part. So, guys, um, so here we go. Let's see if I can get start from the top. Okay. A little zoomed out too much. You know what? Better idea would be just to do it right here. But anyways, cool. Start from the bottom up. There's the bottom rocks, the lava, the background rocks, a little bit of fog, mist, gases, I guess, the back mountains, and the planet. And I feel like this one turned out pretty good. Not too bad, considering especially I had a mess. So, um, hopefully, guys, you give this thing a thumbs up. Yeah, thumbs up. And we'll probably do some more painting and upload these one at a time. And if you're the person who picks this one up, I appreciate it. When I take this out and sell it, because none of my paintings are freaking out right. They make all kinds of mistakes, right? Being honest, but I do the best I can, and hopefully you enjoy getting to see your painting being made. So currently, I really don't have an online anything besides the YouTube. But, thinking about either Facebook or an Instagram. If you would comment below, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think where I should post because I would enjoy having somewhere that like when people buy them because I've had people the flea market I'm at up here where you're talking to me the flea market that I'm at it's hard for me not to look at that by the way that doesn't help I'm just getting used to this the flea market that I'm at it currently um I have a little RC track down here like a rock crawler track so this is a scoreboard for when I do it but what was this oh but currently the one of the flea markets that I sell my paintings at, which I know it's kind of an odd place to do it, but it lets me get brave enough to put my work out there. And I sell a couple, and if I like a painting like this, I sell for 20, and the small ones are 10. I don't get very much, but that buys me a can of spray paint and some more canvas. So it keeps me being able to do this. And this, believe it or not, even though this one was stressful, is my stress relief because I don't get out much. But uh, anyways, but yeah, if you want to comment below, I'm looking for some ideas of either a website or somewhere that when somebody buys it, I can send them a link and say, hey, like to my YouTube, like this is a video. There's a video of it getting painted if you would like to see it. Some of my other work, and I would love for them to be able to post a picture of it being displayed and to comment on it. That would be cool. That'd be really cool. Um, so far, I don't know, I've sold a few. Really amazing people picked them up. Really amazing, really supportive. But I am by no means an artist. I just enjoy this, and it helps me cope with things. But anyways, thanks guys. Like I said, thumbs up, subscribe, and hopefully the next piece goes better. So you guys have a good one.